Have you ever found yourself staring at your phone, waiting for that one text that never seems to come? Or maybe you've caught him glancing at you from across the room, only for him to quickly look away? Love, or the possibility of it, can be thrilling, confusing, and downright maddening. But what if I told you that the man in your life might already be head over heels for you, and he's just too afraid to show it? Welcome to Girlify Mind, where we dive deep into the world of relationships, emotions, and the unspoken truths that connect us all. Today, we're unraveling the mystery of love with a topic that's sure to tug at your heartstrings. 6 red flags, or are they, that he secretly loves you? This isn't just another video about decoding mixed signals or playing mind games. No, this is about understanding the subtle, often overlooked signs that a man might be hiding his true feelings for you. Maybe he's shy, maybe he's been hurt before, or maybe he's just waiting for the right moment to confess. Whatever the reason, these red flags might actually be his way of showing you how much he cares, without saying a word. So, whether you're in a budding romance, stuck in the friend zone, or simply curious about the man in your life, this video is for you. By the end, you'll have a clearer picture of what's really going on in his mind, and maybe even in his heart. Get ready to feel seen, understood, and maybe even a little surprised. Let's dive in. Point 1. The hot and cold behavior. 1 minute, he's texting you nonstop, making plans, and showering you with attention. The next, he's distant, almost like a stranger. Sound familiar? If you've ever felt like you're on an emotional roller coaster with him, you're not alone, and it might not be what you think. Hot and cold behavior is one of the most confusing signs in any relationship. One day, he's all in, and the next, he's pulling away like you're a stranger. It's enough to make you question everything. Does he like me? Is he playing games? Or is there something deeper going on? Here's the thing, this behavior might not be a red flag at all. In fact, it could be a sign that he's secretly battling his feelings for you. Men, especially those who've been hurt before, often struggle with vulnerability. When they start to feel deeply for someone, it can scare them. So, they pull back to protect themselves, and sometimes to protect you. Think about it. If he didn't care, would he bother coming back at all? The fact that he keeps returning, even after pulling away, could mean he's trying to figure out how to handle his emotions. It's not about playing games. It's about fear. Fear of rejection, fear of getting hurt, or even fear of how much he truly cares for you. So, the next time he goes cold, don't panic. Instead, ask yourself, is this a pattern of avoidance? Or is it a sign that he's falling for you and doesn't know how to handle it? Sometimes, the hottest flames flicker before they burn brightest. Point 2. The overprotective streak. Does he insist on walking you to your car, check in when you're out late, or get overly concerned about your safety? At first, it might seem sweet, but then you start to wonder, is he just being protective, or is there something more behind it? Protectiveness is one of those traits that can feel both endearing and confusing. On one hand, it's nice to know someone cares about your well-being. On the other, it can feel a little overwhelming, like he's crossing the line from caring to controlling. But what if his overprotective streak isn't about control at all? What if it's a sign that he secretly loves you? When a man truly cares for someone, his instincts kick in. He wants to make sure you're safe, happy, and taken care of, even if it means going a little overboard. It's not about being possessive. It's about feeling responsible for your happiness. Think of it like this. If he didn't care, would he bother worrying about you at all? Of course, there's a fine line between protectiveness and possessiveness. The key is to pay attention to his intentions. Is he checking in because he genuinely cares, or is he trying to control your actions? If it's the former, his overprotective nature might just be his way of showing love, without saying the words. So, the next time he insists on walking you home or texts to make sure you got in safely, don't brush it off. It might be his way of saying, "You matter to me," even if he's not ready to say it out loud. Point 3. The jealousy game. You're out with friends, having a great time, and suddenly you notice him acting strange. Maybe he's asking too many questions about who you're with, or he's making subtle comments about other guys. Is it jealousy? Or is it something deeper? Jealousy is one of those emotions that can feel both flattering and frustrating. On one hand, it's nice to know someone cares enough to feel a little possessive. On the other, it can feel like he's overstepping boundaries or doubting your loyalty. But what if his jealousy isn't about mistrust? What if it's a sign that he's secretly in love with you? When a man feels deeply for someone, the thought of losing them can trigger a primal response. He might not even realize he's doing it, but his actions, like asking too many questions or making subtle comments, are his way of protecting what he values most, you. It's not about control, it's about fear. Fear of losing you to someone else, fear of not being enough, or fear of admitting how much you mean to him. Of course, jealousy can be unhealthy if it becomes obsessive or controlling. But in small doses, it can be a sign that he's emotionally invested. The key is to look at the bigger picture. Does he respect your boundaries? Does he trust you, even when he's feeling insecure? If the answer is yes, his jealousy might just be his way of saying, "I care about you more than I'm willing to admit." So, the next time he acts a little jealous, don't write it off as a red flag. It might just be his heart's way of showing you how much you mean to him. Point 4. The silent stares. Have you ever caught him looking at you when he thinks you're not paying attention? Those quiet, lingering gazes that make you wonder, what's going on in his mind? If you've noticed this, it might be more meaningful than you think. The silent stare is one of the most underrated yet powerful signs of hidden affection. When a man is deeply interested in someone, he often can't help but steal glances. It's not just about physical attraction, it's about connection. He's studying you, memorizing the way you laugh, the way you move, the way you light up a room. And when he looks away the moment you catch him, that's vulnerability. Men aren't always great with words, but their eyes rarely lie. If he's looking at you like you're the only person in the room, it's a sign that you've captured his attention in a way no one else has. It's his way of saying, "I see you," without uttering a single word. But here's the key: pay attention to the context. Is he staring at you during moments of genuine connection, like when you're sharing a story or laughing together? Or is it just a passing glance? The former is a strong indicator that he's emotionally invested. So, the next time you catch him looking, don't brush it off as coincidence. Those silent stares might just be his way of telling you that you're on his mind and in his heart. Point 5. The just friends excuse. He insists you're just friends, but his actions tell a completely different story. He remembers the little details about your life, goes out of his way to make you happy, and seems to always be there when you need him. So what's really going on? The just friends excuse is a classic move for men who are afraid to admit their true feelings. They use it as a shield to protect themselves from rejection or vulnerability. But here's the thing: if he's treating you differently than he treats everyone else, it's a sign that you're more than just a friend to him. Think about it. Does he make time for you, even when he's busy? Does he listen to you in a way that feels deeper than casual conversation? Does he get jealous or protective when other men are around? These are all signs that he's emotionally attached, even if he's not ready to admit it. The truth is, men often use the friend zone as a safe space to explore their feelings without risking the relationship. It's his way of staying close to you while figuring out how to take the next step. So, if he's saying just friends but acting like more, don't take his words at face value. His actions might be telling you everything you need to know. Point 6. The emotional confidant. Does he share his deepest thoughts, fears, and dreams with you? If he's opening up in a way he doesn't with others, it's a sign that you hold a special place in his heart. Men are often taught to hide their emotions, so when they let their guard down with someone, it's a big deal. If he's confiding in you about his struggles, his past, or his hopes for the future, it means he trusts you completely. And trust is the foundation of love. Think about it. Would he share his vulnerabilities with just anyone? Probably not. By opening up to you, he's showing that he feels safe and understood in your presence. It's his way of saying, "You're the one I can be myself with." This level of emotional intimacy is rare and meaningful. It's not something men do lightly, especially if they've been hurt before. But here's the catch. Pay attention to how he treats your emotions in return. Does he listen to you with the same level of care and respect? Does he remember the things you've shared and bring them up later? If so, it's a sign that this connection is mutual. He's not just using you as a sounding board. He genuinely values your thoughts and feelings. Another thing to consider is the timing of his confessions. Does he open up during quiet, intimate moments like late-night conversations or when you're alone together? These are the moments when people feel most vulnerable and authentic. If he's choosing to share his heart with you during these times, it's a clear sign that he sees you as someone special. So, if he's sharing his heart with you, don't take it lightly. It's one of the clearest signs that he's falling for you, even if he hasn't said it out loud yet. Emotional intimacy is the glue that holds relationships together, and if he's giving you that, it's because he sees a future with you. Point 7. The little things that matter. From remembering your favorite coffee order to showing up when you need him most, it's the little things that often speak the loudest. If he's paying attention to the details, it's a sign that he's deeply invested in you. Love isn't always about grand gestures or dramatic declarations. Sometimes, it's in the quiet, consistent acts of care that show how much someone truly values you. Does he notice when you're having a bad day, even if you haven't said a word? Does he go out of his way to make you smile, even in small ways? These are the actions of a man who's paying attention because you matter to him. Think about it. If he didn't care, would he bother remembering the things that make you happy? Probably not. The fact that he's putting in the effort, even in small ways, shows that he's thinking about you even when you're not together. For example, does he remember your favorite song and play it when you're in the car? Does he bring up something you mentioned weeks ago, showing that he was really listening? These small acts of thoughtfulness are his way of saying, "I see you, I hear you, and I care about you." Another thing to look for is consistency. Does he show up for you, not just when it's convenient, but when it really matters? Whether it's picking you up from the airport, helping you move, or just being there when you need a shoulder to lean on, these actions show that he's committed to being a part of your life. And let's not forget the way he makes you feel. Does he go out of his way to make you feel appreciated and valued? Does he notice when you've put effort into your appearance or when you've accomplished something important? These little acknowledgments are his way of showing that he's paying attention and that he cares. So, the next time he does something thoughtful, whether it's bringing you your favorite snack or texting to check in, don't overlook it. Those little things might just be his way of saying, "I love you," without saying it at all. Love is in the details, and if he's noticing them, it's because you're important to him. Conclusion: love is a beautiful, messy, and often confusing journey. And when it comes to decoding a man's feelings, the signs aren't always obvious. But as we've explored in this video, sometimes the so-called red flags are actually green lights in disguise. From his hot and cold behavior to his silent stares, from his overprotectiveness to the little things he does to make you smile, these are all clues that he might be secretly in love with you. The truth is, men don't always express their feelings in the way we expect them to. They might not write you love letters or shout their feelings from the rooftops, but that doesn't mean they don't care. Sometimes, love is quieter. It's in the way he looks at you when he thinks you're not watching, the way he remembers the smallest details about your life, or the way he shows up for you when it matters most. If you've recognized some of these signs in the man in your life, take a moment to reflect on what they mean for you. Does he make you feel valued, respected, and cherished? Does he show up consistently, even when it's not easy? These are the qualities of someone who truly cares, and someone who might just be waiting for the right moment to tell you how he feels. But here's the most important thing to remember: your feelings matter too. While it's easy to get caught up in decoding his actions, don't forget to check in with yourself. Are you happy? Are you fulfilled? Are you getting what you need from this relationship? Love is a two-way street, and you deserve someone who's willing to meet you halfway. If this video resonated with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Girlify Mind for more insights into love, relationships, and the beautiful complexities of the human heart. Let's build a community where we can share, learn, and grow together. Your journey matters, and we're here to support you every step of the way. And finally, take action in your own life. If you've seen these signs in someone special, don't be afraid to have an open and honest conversation. Love is worth the risk, and you deserve to know where you stand. Whether it's a new romance, a long-term relationship, or even a friendship that's blossoming into something more, trust your instincts and take the next step with confidence. Thank you for watching, and remember, you are worthy of love, clarity, and happiness. Until next time, keep believing in the power of connection and in yourself.